What's up, everyone? Hope you guys having a great day today. Watch it on air with Nick Driver podcast. Hey, let's jump into today's video. But before we do, you guys like, comment, and subscribe right here to Nick Driver on YouTube. I drop daily content. Let's jump into the video.
And my argument is that you actually get a better picture of who needs help by looking at socioeconomics and income. That picks out people in a more accurate way.
Right.
So,
not my question, but when you say that socioeconomics picks out people in a better way than race, when you do look at the socioeconomics, you see the huge disparity between white households and black households. You see the huge disparity between white households and Hispanic households. So your argument, and I've read your book twice because I wanted to give it a chance, your argument that race has no place in that equation is really fundamentally flawed, in my opinion.
Well, there's two separate questions. One is whether each racial group is socioeconomically the same. That I agree with you. They're not.
Yeah, they're not, and the stats show that.
But of course, I agree with that fully. The question is, how do you address that in the way that actually targets poverty the best?
Great.
And what Martin Luther King wrote in his book, Why We Can't Wait, is he called it, we need a Bill of Rights for the disadvantaged. And he said, yes, we should address racial inequality. Yes, we should address the legacy of slavery. But the way to do that is on the basis of class. And that will disproportionately target blacks and Hispanics because they're disproportionately poor. But it will be doing so in a way that also helps the white poor, in a way that addresses poverty as the thing to be.
Right.
That part is true, but as you are a student of Dr. King, I'm not only a student of Dr. King, I know his daughter, Bernice, right? So I'm going to get to my
I don't mean
question.
she's not a moron.
I think the premise is fundamentally flawed. You claim that colorblindness was the goal of the civil rights movement, based upon Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech, content of character versus the color of skin. Bernice, Dr. King's daughter, points out that 4 years after giving that speech, actually, Dr. King also said this: a society that has done something special against the Negro for hundreds of years must now do something special for Negroes. He also said in 1968, it was about less than a week before he was assassinated, this country never stops to realize that they owe a people kept in slavery for 244 years. So rather than class, he did write about that earlier on. Right before his death, he made the argument for racial equality and racial reparations. And so your argument for colorblindness, I think, is something that the right has co-opted. And so many in the black community, if I'm being honest with you, because I want to be, believe that you are being used as a pawn by the right and that you're a charlatan of sorts.
This is one thing that the left continually does. This man has done research. This man has got his ideas together. He's written a book about it. You should have the idea of independent thought. This lady on The View, it's in the conversation of how she says things. She's talking down and derogatory to him. Your ideas are flawed. You're blah, blah, blah. It's the same old trick that The View pulls, this Sunny lady pulls consistently and goes viral about because it's just so ridiculous. But let's get back into it.
He's not a Republican.
So how do you...
He's never voted for a Republican.
You've said that you're a conservative.
No.
No, you did. You actually said that in the podcast that you did 2 weeks ago.
I said I was a conservative.
Yes, you did. So, but my question to you is, how do you respond to those critics?
Okay, let's give it. Let him answer.
First thing I think it's very important. The quote that you just pointed out about doing something special for the Negro. That's from the book Why We Can't Wait that I just mentioned.
Yes.
A couple paragraphs later, he lays out exactly what that something special was.
Yes.
And it was the Bill of Rights for the disadvantaged,
Right.
a broad class-based policy.
Right.
But he also says you must include race.
No, he didn't. He says it's
Yes, he does.
Okay, well, everyone should go read the book Why We Can't Wait. Let's not get sidetracked
Right.
by that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been co-opted by anyone. I've only voted twice, both for Democrats. Although I'm an independent, I would vote for a Republican, probably a non-Trump Republican if they were compelling. I don't think there's any evidence I've been co-opted by anyone, and I think that's an ad hominem tactic people use to not
Absolutely.
address really the important conversations we're
Absolutely.
having here. And I think it's better, and it would be better for everyone if we stuck to the topics rather than make it about me.
Absolutely,
There's
man.
no evidence
But
that I've been
I
co-opted.
want to give you the opportunity to respond to the,
I appreciate it.
the criticism.
I appreciate it. There's no evidence that I've been co-opted by anyone. I have an independent podcast.
Exactly.
I work for CNN as an analyst. I write for the Free Press.
Good for you,
I'm
man.
independent in all of these endeavors, and no one is paying me to say what I'm saying. I'm saying it because I feel it.
Alyssa, you have the question.
This gentleman is basically talking about socioeconomics, and he wants to avoid us falling into tropes of racism on things that aren't racist. And here's the situation with this stuff. Every time I see a clip from The View, it's just ridiculous. They're pandering to the hardcore left progressive type person. Even Democrats in the middle aren't really, a lot of them aren't on board with this kind of stuff. So what I do want to say is you guys check out the video, check out the book they were talking about. I don't know, what are you guys saying? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. This gentleman shut her down pretty fast. He shut her down. That's embarrassing to have that happen to you on your own TV show, but that's also what happens when you make up stuff. So she is the queen of taking things out of context. It's the same thing with that whole Trump bloodbath thing where the media went crazy on that. And he was clearly not talking about what they were trying to make it to be about. So maybe one day we can get past all this stuff. I don't know. There's so many people making money off racism. They're race hustlers. The View is clearly race hustlers. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. Like, subscribe, comment. My name is Nick Driver. Check out the videos to this side. They should be right here. Check out some more of my videos. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. You watching On Air with Nick Driver Podcast. Be safe.